Good morning, it's Jim in beautiful Beaverton, Oregon. So this morning I would like to show you my strawberry garden that I'm putting in with clay pots. But before I do that, I kind of want to show you how I go about painting the pots before I put them in the garden. So I should say I'm not an expert on this, and it's kind of my first time through, but it seems to have worked for me so far. So when I first started doing this YouTube, the first comment I ever got was a lady saying that it would be a good idea to put clay pots in my media bed. I kind of have thought about it, and now we're going to give it a try. So anyhow, this is a standard cheapy clay pot. Terracotta, I guess, is another word for it. Quite inexpensive. This one's under $2. So we start with this, and then sand it down, take the finish off it, take any nuts, pieces off it, so on and so on. Then after you've sanded it down, we're going to want to seal it with this clay pot sealer. There's various kinds. This is a penetrating sealer. So put it inside and out on one coat. What you need to keep in mind with this stuff is it smells real strong. So do somewhere where you have lots of ventilation, a garage door open or whatever. Just keep in mind it will gas things out if you're not careful. It goes away pretty soon, but it will. After you have put on the primer, then you can take any number of things and start working on your pot. If it's a great big pot, which I don't have right here, I'll show you one in a minute. The main body of it you can spray paint. This is a Rust-Oleum. One thing that we have discovered is the satin finish is way easier to deal with than the forget what you call it, the shiny finish. So anyhow, satin or less than satin is probably what you want. If it's a small pot or for the rims and stuff, I like to use this acrylic paint. It comes in hundreds of different colors. I'm real fond of the iridescent gold and the iridescent silver, but any color you want. Basically, you end up with a pot such as this one. This color is mixed with a white and a purple. And then, of course, we have stencils on it. Here you can see some stencils I've got. The best stencils are the sticky ones, and in particular the rubber sticky ones, which are kind of hard to come by, but if you can find that, that's the ones you really want. So you can also go, this is a stencil here, and then these are just bees from the craft store, from my wife's craft store. So you can use almost anything you want on them. I want to do some, I haven't yet, with like gemstone kind of stuff or things like that, or a lot of sparkle. I think is kind of cool. But anyhow, that's how you make them. And then after I get done, I put one more coat of this on real light, and you be careful not to put this on too heavy over paint, or you could raise the paint. So without further ado, let's go on over and we'll look at my new strawberry bed. So let's start at the back. These are just standard from Home Depot clay strawberry pots. They cost about 19 bucks a piece or something like that, and just under $20. Spray paint on the bottom. As you can see, this is the satin, and this is the, what do you call it? Glossy finish, excuse me. And I had a lot of trouble with the gloss. I would not recommend it. This is just the standard two paints you saw over there on the rim, which I like a lot. These are actually orchid pots. They have holes on the sides and on the bottom, which I think is kind of cool. They're about under $3 a piece, but I just have expanded clay in there now because they look ugly with the bottom showing. So when we're done with these, we will have clay on the bottom, and then burlap, clay on the bottom, dirt, and then the plant. And then there'll be strawberries hanging out everywhere. So if you can just picture a whole bunch of strawberries, so when you walk in, you can just reach down and grab one, take it and say, oh, and eat it. I guarantee when that happens, I will make a video and you'll be the first to see it. So anyhow, that's about it. We haven't got the plants yet, so it's about a month out probably before we'll get them. I guess it's time for the tip of the day. And the tip of the day is this. My wife and I both were thinking, these times are tough, you know, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and the news is full of things, and you worry about things. So if you have been thinking about starting a hobby such as this, or anything, even just painting pots, I would suggest that now is the time to do it, because it will just take your mind off of everything. Go on to YouTube and just spend hours researching whatever that hobby is, even if it's the wrong time of the year. So I will see you next time. Take it easy.